again, just a little hiccup. I done been bottling this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry down for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Move. We got 4. We got 4. Let's go.
From the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check. Lucky. Under 10.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat. He tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
In play at the same time, and I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Shit.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be brought back to the 20.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Round 7. Ravens nothing.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
48 to Mike. I don't even know why.
Here's Nick Chubb, second leading rusher in the NFL last year. And he is going to have a Browns first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Regular. Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Brought down at the
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down now, Dobbins. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. A run for Nick Chubb, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season, and the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A gain of 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And his throw is incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Hunt. Oh, what a juke into space. The 20. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 7-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he's got it. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Strip that ball.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Ravens first down.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. First down and more for Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Browns 17, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Dancing away at the 30. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. You might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. 23 yards the pickup there. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. Receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins.
Mayfield
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mayfield on play action. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by...
they don't know my name. I get through the pain, taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain, taste sweet on my